Hi there. Welcome to November. As I record this, I have just come back to the farm from being at our lake house with a couple of friends in the middle of the week. Harvest is not done on our farm yet. The corn's still out there. It's way too high moisture. But we took a break and we got connected to our friends. And this is our encouragement this month in this blog and this video to help you think about how you can intentionally navigate and manage not getting burned out and overwhelmed. This is the time of the year in November when many farmers are just really spent with all the energy that's gone into harvest and getting the cropland ready for winter and a new season, and getting cattle marketed or down from the high pasture, and all the things that freeze up, and dropping temperatures are reminding us that something colder is coming. So the first thing is time. Time is a resource, and you can block your time. And I use my phone very often with a 25-minute section of time to just block off. I only have a short time to work on this. I'm going to get started. Things are going to happen. And if you're doing some planning around transition, it can really help you even just blocking off 25 minutes to call your advisors and set up some new appointments and for the next few weeks. So 25 minutes is a Pomodoro in Italian. It's a tomato kitchen timers that I like to use in Italy. And if you read about the Pomodoro effect, it's just basically about using 25 minutes to block time. The other thing is creating some white space, or what Dr. Richard Swenson will call margin, in your calendar. Elaine, I have no margin. So then some intentionality about maybe delegating some of your work. I had a lovely 14-year-old cut my grass all summer, and he did a perfect, beautiful job. And he was well trained. He knew how to service and use the equipment properly. And that was wonderful to free up my time in places that I wanted to be using it, not cutting the grass like I've been doing for 44 years. The other margin block of time that I want you to think about to overcome or prevent burnout this winter is taking time on Sunday to rest and renew. Yes, the livestock and the dairy can be taken care of in the morning or late afternoon, but there's that time between 1 and 4 o'clock in the afternoon, 3 hours, that your farm family is longing to connect with you, or maybe that's where you need to take a nap and connect with yourself. Another thing is having a routine, not having to think about what you're going to eat for breakfast, not having to think about the fact that you're going to spend 20 to 30 minutes in a quiet place. And for me, that's in the living room in my quiet chair. And I read an entrepreneurial book, sorry, I can't remember the name of it right now, but it was very interesting to me, where he said that successful entrepreneurs spend 30 minutes every morning in quiet. Okay. What is that going to look like to you? And for me, it's a spiritual practice, but it's also getting ready for goals for the day and also for the week. And if you have random thoughts coming out of your head, fine, you just write them down, put them in your phone, or get them out of your brain and parked so that your brain isn't getting agitated and burned out and distracted when you need to focus on taking care of yourself internally and also planning for your week. Energy management. We all hear often about return on investment, but what's your return on energy, and what are you doing to preserve or increase your energy? Are you eating well? Nutrition is food and food is medicine, and that's your fuel base. How much sugar are you taking in, or have you just gotten lazy and just grabbed things when having even a hard-cooked egg would make a big difference versus grabbing a sugary donut on the way out the door? Then there's sleep, and this is personal to me because we have done some work with sleep coaches this year with our farmer, and it's been a huge improvement in getting better quality sleep. And movement. I have a practice of working as much as I can to get down the 2-mile corner, down our gravel road, and my little reward at the end is drawing a smiley face with the toe of my runner into the 2-mile corner at the intersection to prove that, yep, Elaine, you did it again, good on you. You've been walking for 20 minutes, now turn around and walk home for another 20 minutes and dress for that to be a good experience. You might want to do that in quiet. And some of you say, Elaine, I don't have 40 minutes to walk. Well, see how you can move your body more to make your energy and your muscle tone in a much better shape than you have been. And I know you're tired, but the funny part is when you feel tired and getting that fresh air and movement can really help. You say, Elaine, fresh air, I'm outside all the time. Yes, but you're not actually moving your body. You're really intent in your brain. You're moving machinery around. And yes, you may be moving your body, but maybe it's not enough. Another tip in this blog is to look about what you're demanding from management. If you are the main manager or if you're an employee, how are you navigating the kind of support that you need from your spouse in terms of how you're doing the family circle and managing your family? And are you asking for what you need? And my spouse is a very good mirror of saying, Elaine, I think you need to subtract some things. So that's the next point, is what is on your plate that you can get rid of and that doesn't need to be there anymore, or not in this time and not in this season. And I know our communities need a lot of volunteer. I'm a volunteer. My husband's a volunteer. My son's a volunteer. We're all volunteers to make our community do the things it needs to do. But sometimes you keep piling things on and you forget to let go of things that are no longer serving you or things that you can nominate someone else to do. And then the thing about rest is really important. Some bonky idea in agriculture is we'll just have to work harder. No, you have to work smarter, and your body is not a machine. And to that end, in this blog, we also want to turn you towards all of the great resources with Do More Ag, with the National Farmers Mental Health Alliance, and with Mental Health First Aid. And you'll find those in the written article with links where you can just simply click to find resources that you can reach out for. Please, folks, you need to stay well, and your body is like a well. It needs to be filled full with goodness, rest, time to let the brain process and not always be on agitation. So the next time you're tempted just to do some doom scrolling, some people call it, on your phone and go through X or Instagram or Facebook, I'd just like you to say, oh, better stop. And instead of using the phone for scrolling, I would encourage you to use your phone to pick up and use it as an actual phone and connect and call with someone who needs to hear your voice and you need to hear yours. Thanks for spending this time with me today, and I would be more than happy to have my heart sing if I knew you actually acted on some of these steps. So tell me in an email or on Instagram at Farm Family Coach, what makes you prevent burnout on your farm? Let's pay attention to this. Bye for now.